Hello everyone, this is the Prussian Prince, winner of Total War Attila tournament match cast. This is the TWCL Autumn 2015 tournament. It is a match between Mesias of VOD clan and Poccopacs of FG. It is a best of 5. And by the way, I'm not sure which round I'm supposed to say it is, because obviously there was a group stage in this tournament. Pretty big group stage, that is. And after that we had the playoffs, but I'm just gonna call it round 1, though this is it's kind of weird because in round 1 we have 8 players. I wanted to call it round of 16 because technically next round after this there's 8 players left, but in this round it's also 8 players, but some of them got some people got seeded, the first place finishers, to the round of 8. So that's why I'm a little bit confused as to how to call it. Like, I'm wondering if just to call it like round of 16 or say it's round of 8. I mean, or say it's round 1, this particular round that I'm casting right now. But anyway, let's go over to the game. Again, it is a best of 5. In this first game we have Mesias playing as the Jutes and Poccopacs in command of the Huns. So I'm going to go over both of the builds. For Huns we have Step Chieftain Bronze 1 with Brace. Then we see 2 of these Step Cataphracts Bronze 1 on each of the flanks and also 2 in the center. Pretty decent composition here, of course, for the Huns. Then we have 4 step bows up front. In terms of the melee infantry, in the center I have 2 Ors and 1 Chosen. On the left flank an War Warrior and a Chosen War Warrior, and on the right flank an War Warrior and a Chosen War Warrior, and all the Chosen Ors are all Bronze 1. Now for the build of the Jutes here, it is a fairly standard Jutes build, I guess, from what I can tell, but let's just go over it anyway. Nordic Raid Leader Bronze 1 with Brace. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Horse Lords. Looks like 3 of them are, no, 4 are Bronze 3. Okay, make that 5 Bronze 3 and 1 Silver 1. Then we have, actually no Slingers, but we do have this single throttle skirmishers in the center. We have a lot of units that are just meant to be charge bait and like annoying and push up the enemy skirmishers, essentially. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these Nordic Band, followed up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these Huskarls. So this is a very strong build that the Jutes have here. Also the Huns, I forgot to mention, 2 Hunnic mounted bows on this far left flank, which are starting to do a decent amount of damage, and they're already targeting the Huskarls, which they could do a lot of damage to, especially if they charge them, and they can kill them really nicely. So here, as you can see, just more skirmishing going on, and this is very annoying for the Jutes, because if they start chasing the skirmish cav, this means that the Huns can just go in with their cavalry straight into the Huskarls. So that's why, I mean, that is really annoying for the Huns player. But anyway, let's just fast forward. As you can see now, the step bows just... I'm not sure what the Jutes are doing here, because I feel like this trying to go back and forth too much, making their units tired. As you can see, these units tired already, and Nordic Band are starting to die. This cav charge over here does destroy this Nordic Band. However, 9 men were lost, and I feel like even more if more volleys are thrown. But already, as you can see, the front line of Nordic Band is falling. I don't really like how the Jutes are pushing forward here. It is a little bit weird, honestly, but here we go. Yeah, just way too tired, the units, that is. Now they're gonna move up, but again, the step bows have done damage and they're continuing to do so. This is very weird here. This Chosen War going to destroy this Nordic Band. I don't know why this Horse Lord not getting engaged. Oh, it's gonna get engaged, and then we're gonna have a war engaging here too. Here we see this Hunnic mounted bow going for a rear charge on a Huskarl. Is gonna be nice, but unfortunately for it, it's not in the best formation. So actually, the bow unit is gonna die here without killing a lot of these Huskarls. As you can see, barely getting any of them. It's just that, okay, it's getting some of them, but it just didn't kill as many as it could because of the formation it was in. Here, as you can see, Steppe Cataphracts charging into Nordic Band, destroying a lot of them, pulling out. Here, as you can see, the Horse Lord is out of position, so it's just engaged. Ooh, the Scav unit could potentially go for a charge onto this Huskarl, but looks like it's not going to try and pull through. Here, Steppe Cataphracts, looks like they killed the Nordic Band and are going to pull out. Steppe Bows targeting the Horse Lords. Nice Scav charge here by the Steppe Cataphracts as well. This Hunnic mounted bow has killed 35 men, but it's not really cost effective. These units here, bye Huskarls and Cavalry, they are certainly out of position. Oh, this Steppe Cataphract here is going to die, and it's kind of facing the wrong way, so this one is not going to be cost effective, but we're going to have a nice Chosen Ur Warrior charge here. Horse Lord's disengaging, this is good. Actually going to go for the Steppe Cataphract. Steppe Cataphract's not going to get a cav charge off, that's good. Here the Huskarls are going to be off the field. Ooh, this here came back and looks like it got a charge off onto the Huskarls, and here comes the Steppe Cataphract. Goodbye Huskarl there as well. These War Warriors kind of got charged, but this is a very good engagement for the Huns as well. This one is also going to be a good engagement. I mean, bye Horse Lords. Indeed. Steppe Chieftain here is going to hold out very well until the Chosen War comes and destroys that unit. These Huskarls in the center, wide open for charges. We have one charge over here with this cavalry unit. Not the best charge, but here this charge is just going to maul this Royal Huskarl. Oh, it is actually Royal Huskarls. Okay, I didn't notice. I thought it was just like Huskarls, but there are some Royals which are even more expensive, and these guys went kaboom once the Steppe Cataphracts went in. Again, another Steppe Cataphract charge right into these Huskarls. Goodbye Huskarls. They're just dying. They have no hope of them surviving. But yeah, just some huge overextensions at this game by the Jutes, as you can see. It just allowed them to get isolated and destroyed like that. So very well done indeed by the Huns here at stopping the enemy rush. As you can see, just a lot of men remaining on the field for the Huns. Very nicely done to stop the rush here. The Huskarls getting shot in the rear here by bows, and now they're gonna get charged as well. So goodbye Huskarls. Just not a lot left. Oh, this Troll Skirmisher. Was it not even in the fight? Because I didn't really see it do much. I didn't even see it on the field. Here we see this Huskarl getting charged. So bye Huskarl. So yeah, the Jutes not gonna end up winning this game over the Huns, even though the Huskarls are insane. Just we're not protected well enough from enemy cavalry, so they died. I mean, the Jutes, what they want to happen is a blob where they fight, but the Huns want to isolate the Jutes and fight that way, which is what happened this game, and that's why the Huns were able to win. So as you can see, Poccopacs units, a decent amount of kills on the Steppe Cataphracts. They actually did very well considering their price, and the Wars, quite a nice job as well. As for the Jutes, well, Nordic Band not doing too well, as you can obviously see. It's Nordic Band. Huskarls, not even a single one of them being cost effective here, so pretty much a waste. And yeah, that is the first game going to Poccopacs. See you in game 2. Game 2 of the match, and by the way, I forgot to mention, was Poccopacs who sent me these replays, so I'm very grateful for that. I'm gonna continue supporting the competitive scene. Anyway, in this game we have Mesias in command of the Huns, and Poccopacs is playing as the Burgundians. So obviously Burgundians favored, but with these rules maybe not so much, because Huns, what they can do is they can bring extra skirmish cav because it's not part of the max cav. So we'll see. Gonna put it in slow motion and then gonna go over the builds. So for the Burgundians here, we have Royal Burgundian General with Brace. Then we see on the right flank 2 Noble Germanic Horsemen, bronze 1. On the left flank, 2 Noble Germanic Horsemen, bronze 1. And we actually only have 2 Royal Lancers in total, bronze 1. I mean, this is like, what is this? This is very strange that we don't see 6 Royal Lancers. I guess I guess someone is bored of bringing 6 roll answers. That's funny. But yeah, I mean, with 6 roll answers, Burgundians would definitely have like a slight edge in this matchup, I think. But nope, only 2. Anyway, for the rest of the composition, we have up front 3 of these scattershot hurlers. A single Germanic archer over here in the center, supported by 2 Germanic pikes. Of course, we have 6 Burgundian axemen in total, 2 in the center, 2 on the left flank, 2 on the right flank. So this is a very weird Burgundian build. I mean, I honestly expected some Royal Lancers instead, but oh well, oh well. Now though, for the Huns, we have the Steppe Chieftain Bronze 1 General with Brace. We also have 2 of these Hunnic mounted bows on the far left flank. In terms of cavalry, well, we have how many Noble Steppe Cataphracts in total? 3 Noble Steppe Cataphracts in total, and 3 regular Steppe Cataphracts. Skirmisher-wise, we have 2 Steppe bows in the center, and then 1 on each flank. Let's see, we have an Ur warrior and a chosen Ur on each flank, and in the center we see these 2 warriors. Let's fast forward because there's likely going to be a lot of skirmishing going on, which we really don't want to go through. I'm just gonna have to fast forward this. So the Germanic archers is trying their best to make sure these bows cannot get into range. Here we're gonna see them target them again. Hunnic mounted bows, ooh, turning it oddly and getting more shots off on it than it should be. Still getting shot and losing men here. But hurlers here trying to target the bows. Again, this bow unit, mounted bow unit, being mismicroed, honestly. I don't know why. I don't know if I'd actually chase with a Noble Germanic Horseman. I think that's a little bit too much. This is not what you should be doing, honestly. And now they're gonna pull back. Steady activated, I guess, for the extra missile block chance. But still, it's gonna make them slower, so I don't know if I'd activate it. Still prefer my unit to be as fast as possible. This does allow the Germanic archers to get shots off onto these mounted bows, allowing them to kill even more of them. Look at them, down to 43. This one's still at 60, and it's actually shooting down this Noble Germanic Horseman, so again, this is a mistake by the Burgundians, just pushing up so far with the Noble Germanic Horseman. That's really awkward. But anyway, let's fast forward even more to get past the skirmish stage. Just the Hunnic mounted bows being as annoying as possible, but being mismicroed heavily, so already 1 of them going down. That's a massive mistake by the Huns, just losing a full unit like that. Well, it's not lost yet, but it's still pretty much lost. Yes, it is using the ammo of this Germanic archer, but it's not worth to expend the ammo of this Germanic archer to lose a whole Hunnic mounted bow unit. I mean, this unit is very important for rear charging all these juicy light axes that the Burgundians have, because these light axes, when charged, they're not gonna like it at all. They're just gonna get completely crushed on the charge by such bows. And here we see an engagement, potentially an engagement. Oh, the mounted bows are actually gonna get caught here by the Noble Germanic Horsemen, though the Steppe Cataphracts pushing up, now gonna get targeted by the Germanic archers. And I believe now that the Burgundians are just going to try and set up a new position over here, just rotate their whole force and then start attacking these units. Ooh, the Noble Germanic Horsemen, they actually do countercharge at the end, but not the best countercharge, so they get completely raffle stomped by the Steppe Cataphract. And there are Burgundian axemen coming in though, and I think this Noble Germanic Horsemen, they need to go in for the Noble Steppe Cataphracts, otherwise they're gonna get into the axemen. Okay, looks like that's not gonna be the case. Here you see Scattershot Hurlers activating Precision Shot, but perhaps a little bit prematurely. They don't need to do that. Ooh, here these Noble Steppe Cataphracts are a little bit too out of position. They could get targeted. Looks like that's not going to be the case as they're moved away. Here, as you can see, the Noble Germanic Horsemen lost this fight pretty decisively. Steppe Cataphracts are going to die now, though, in melee against the Burgundian Axemen fairly quickly. Unless this Scav unit goes in for a rear charge on the Axemen, but I don't know why the Noble Germanic Horsemen not engaging. Finally, we have that happening, and now we can see another Axe unit going into support. There we go. It is going to support. Very, very nicely done there by the Burgundians to get in support. Ooh, this unit getting shot in the rear, taking some damage from this hunting mounted bow. Surprisingly, this unit is still on the field, despite getting destroyed in the beginning. Ooh, very nice micro here by the Burgundians, charging in with one noble Germanic horseman and then pulling out with the other. That's a really great move. Royal Lancers coming in, and they're gonna get a clean charge, hitting the step bows, and probably two of these oars. No, just hitting one of the oars. These chosen oars did not come in too quickly, but this single oar is gone after that charge. Here we also see an engagement, scattershot hurlers getting attacked, but they did get a couple of kills actually. And these mounted bows, I wonder if they're gonna be able to do anything. Germanic pikes gonna hold out here for a decent amount of time. So yeah, these Royal Lancers here should be pulling out because they're not going to do anything against chosen oars in prolonged melee. Noble Germanic horsemen going for a nice rear charge though on these oars. This step cataphract gonna go down. This left flank has been won completely by the Burgundians. Gonna have this Noble Germanic horseman not doing the best thing. I mean, it could have gone on a much better charge off onto the oars. Is that it should pull out now because it's gonna get engaged by oars, and then it's gonna have a harder time pulling out because it's gonna get hit as it's pulling out, and it looks like that is a mistake by the Burgundians. Here, this chosen oar is still alive and is not getting charged by these lancers. I'm not quite sure why. Oh, the lancers are actually going for the step chieftain. Not a bad choice at all. Looks like the Germanic archers probably gonna start targeting that step chieftain to kill it. Pikes here engaging the chosen oars, but the chosen oars are gonna try and go away. Might get charged by the axes. This could be pretty big if they do, because the axes do have a nasty charge bonus. This unit is actually under fire projectile, and it looks like the chosen oar gonna get rear charged here. Oh, what is the axeman doing? Okay, never mind, here we go, but it does not get a charge order, does it? So this is very, very odd. This is extremely odd, and as you can see, the axe unit is gonna die to the chosen oars here. But all these lancers are still alive for the Burgundians. More units coming in as well. This oar is being extremely annoying though. As you can see, this axeman, goodbye, it's getting completely raffle stomped by this chosen oar. Some step bows pushing on in. Not sure what they're trying to target. This Royal Lancer is off the field, so suddenly not looking as good for the Burgundians, but with some good charges they could still do it. I don't know why these Burgundian axemen are doing what they're doing here. It looks like they're gonna go for a charge now, but they missed the charge because they get engaged. Germanic archers targeting, oh, the enemy step chieftain, and now it's gonna get engaged, and there's gonna be a charge hitting also the oar warriors. So this is massive right now. Oh, this unit is stuck here against the war warriors in melee. However, Burgundian axemen are fighting here. This noble step cataphract charge is gonna do a lot of damage. Hurlers here need to kite, but they're gonna be engaged in melee against chosen oars. That is not good for the Burgundians, but what's really good for the Burgundians is killing all these units with the cavalry and the axes, and now units are starting to rout for Huns, and oh, the general of the Huns is gone. There's still this war warrior on the field. The pikes need to turn around, but looks like axes are gonna chase this single war warrior. There we have a nice cav charge going in by this noble Germanic horseman. And these oars are routed off the field. Ooh, these axemen just completely stomping all over those units. Still though, this chosen oar on the field, it's gotten a very significant amount of kills, and it's still alive and in okay shape. Well, in pretty bad shape to be fair, but still, it's... I wonder if it's gonna get to 200 kills. It might. Yes. It's gotten over 200, and it's probably gonna get slightly more, but it's engaged right now, so it's not gonna do too much here in this massive blob. Just way too many units fighting it right here. So yeah, this is going to be game 2. So Poccopacs is going to take a 2-0 lead in this series. Very nicely done, and he is on match point. Let's look at stats. Well, obviously Royal Lancers did better than Noble Germanic Horsemen, as you would expect. But the axes, some of them doing really well, others not so well. One in particular got smashed by a war warrior. That is what we saw on the screen. For the Huns though, well, oars didn't do great. To be honest, just Yeah, they got charged a little bit too much, and the Hunnic mounted bows used a little bit wastefully. But yeah, that is game, so I shall see you in game 3, potentially the last game of the series. Third game, again potentially the final game of this series. We have Mesias in command of the Ostrogoths, and Poccopacs is playing as the Jutes this game. So obviously you would have to favor the Jutes in this scenario, unless you are crazy. Yeah, let's go over the build of the Jutes here. So what do we have? Well, we have this Nordic Warlord General with the Brace ability. Then up front we see 5 of these Nordic Hurlers. We also have 3 Nordic Horse Lords Bronze, 1 on each flank. 3 Huskarls Bronze, 1 on each flank. Actually, the ones on the left are vanilla though. And we have this Herdman Bronze, 1 in the center. Kind of strange to bring this instead of bringing like Raid Leader. But the Warlord is tankier than the Raid Leader, even though it can't really get too many kills in battle. So that is a strange thing, but oh well. Now though, for the Ostrogoths, what do we have? Well, we have this Royal Sionis General, super tanky general. He has the Brace ability. For cavalry, well, we have 2 noble Germanic horsemen on each flank, and then 2 of these Germanic lancers in the center. Skirmisher wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Germanic hurlers, not a bad choice at all. In the far back, we have looks like 4 Thracian warriors and 4 Gothic warband. The Thracians on the left flank, the Gothic on the right flank. So decent build here for the Ostrogoths, and also the same for the Jutes. Gonna have to fast forward and see how this one's gonna go, but honestly, I don't think it's gonna go too well for the Ostrogoths, but we'll have to wait and see, I guess. So hurlers pushing up of both sides. The thing about the Nordic hurlers, though, is that they do not have precision shot. Both players not even bothering with loose formation. I mean, I guess that's okay. They don't really need to use it, but as you can see here, good targeting by the Jutes with the hurlers. They're able to do just a lot of damage to some units, and here we see the Horse Lords being microed heavily here and getting rear charged. Ooh, this is horrible for the Jutes here. But if there's Huskarl support, this might change. But still, this was a really, really bad decision here. The Horse Lords should have simply engaged here instead of just pulling back like that. I think that would have been better. Or just engage at the last moment. These Horse Lords can pull out now as the Huskarls are in there. Ooh, this Horse Lord could make it into these Thracian warriors. A charge into them could end them. Oh, but it's not the best charge. The unit gets stuck and doesn't kill many of Thracian, so that's not great for the Jutes. Looks like Jutes gonna get attacked on their left flank, and I wonder if this is a good move by the Ostrogoths. Ooh, goodbye Germanic Lancer, not getting the best charge off. This Horse Lord just being way too crazy. Didn't get the charge off onto the Thracians, so it went down. So far, I would say that it's not looking great for the Jutes. Some very nice moves in the beginning by the Ostrogoths here. This Thracian warrior just killed off the Horse Lords here, so and now they're gonna get a charge onto this Huskarl. More Thracian warriors on the field too. Horse Lords against noble Germanic horsemen. That's pretty even fight. Royal Sionis here getting a rear charge onto all these Huskarls, but now we see the Germanic Lancers dying here. Here we see the Horse Lords beating the Germanic Lancers, as one would expect. Here Horse Lords and Huskarls doing well, but these Huskarls, oh wow, they're gonna go in here and destroy stuff. And this Cav unit, once it's free, it's gonna be able to come around and rear charge those Thracians, and that's gonna be game for, I mean, that's just gonna be really bad for the Ostrogoths. Here the Royal Sionis is being pushed away by all these units, and it's gonna get stuck now. And this Herdman is in shield wall, so it's tanking decently against this Thracian warrior. Now Huskarl is going to support, so goodbye Thracian warrior. But as you can see, the right flank not looking as good for the Jutes here. But this headhunt is going to help out a lot, and the left, as I was saying, looking fantastic for the Jutes. Well, not fantastic, but once the rear charge comes in from this Horse Lord, it's going to be bye-bye both Thracian warriors if it is spread out enough and goes for a really good charge. And now this unit is gone. Right flank, as you can see, switched around because of Huskarls coming back to support. So at this point, it's looking suddenly really bad for the Ostrogoths. Nordic Horse Lords here still on the field. I mean, Royal Sion is coming in and they're not going to get stopped by the Horse Lords, and this means that the Warlord General is going to get charged. But here's the thing. He was in shield wall, but he's still taking a lot of damage. However, didn't die, and now the Royal Sionis is engaged here and he's going to die instead. But more cav coming in, and looks like the Ostrogoths are trying to snipe the general of the Jutes, but it's not working out. There's too many Huskarls still left on the field. As you can see, this flank was completely won by the Jutes. Still here, the Horse Lord's going to headhunt. This Huskarl gonna go down, no question about it, but it got a lot of kills. This engagement here, the Royal Sionis, are actually killing the Warlord. It's going down very nicely, but still more Huskarls left on the field for the Jutes. This Herdman as well. Looks like that Herdman survived the Thracian warrior attack, interestingly enough, but these Thracians are kiting away and with headhunt. But it's not looking good at all here for the Ostrogoths, and they just don't have many units left. Just look at how many units the Jutes have. Let's zoom in as well. So right now I'd say that the game is pretty much over. And the Royal Sionis gen is routed off the field, but as you can see, it got a lot of kills. It is a super tanky general, very good one to bring, honestly. We have more charges coming into all of these units. Huskarls are like, yep, let's go kill stuff. And indeed, that's what they did. So yeah, that is game and match. So Poccopacs wins this match 3-0. So very well done by him here. And as you can see, Huskarls, as you would expect, tons and tons of kills. Even Horse Lords doing okay. As for the Ostrogoths, well, none of the units did particularly well here. But yeah, that is the match. So hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I shall see you next time.